What is going on, guys? It is Livid Fray. Hope you guys are all doing very well today. Today we have a very special vendor reset. We have a lot of really good items this week, so I'm going to go ahead and jump right in. Starting off over here at the Blueprints vendor inside the terminal. Right away, we do have the surplus SVD as well as the lightweight M4. Make sure you guys pick up this lightweight M4 blueprint if you do not yet have it. It is going to be the best weapon blueprint in the game, alongside with probably the best weapon in the game. So make sure you guys pick this up if you do not have it yet. We do also have the electronics backpack. Highly recommend picking this up because tactician builds this week are going to dominate this as global event ambush. Pretty much any kind of tactician build is going to do very well, so I am recommending to pick this up not only for your relentless but your inventive backpacks. We've gone over to the base of operations here at the advanced weaponry vendor. This vendor has a loud vent break for us this week on 19% critical hit damage, 3% critical hit chance, and 2% accuracy. The maximum accuracy is 2.5, but that itself is so rare to obtain. It's on the same level as receiving like an 8% tyrant suppressor, for example. So I would consider these ones maxed out. And these are really good rolls to obtain. We don't have headshot here, but that's not necessarily required. This would work out really well with any kind of build where you need a critical hit damage muzzle. Now we're going to head up to Camp Clinton for the next item on this vendor's reset. Alright, we've made it here to Camp Clinton. I'm going to check out the blueprint vendor first, and I just want to let you guys know the surplus SVD is also for sale inside this location. The other item I'm recommending is the extended magazine. Make sure to pick this up if you would rather craft your magazines instead of wait for good ones. That's everything for the blueprints. Now we're heading over here to the vendor itself. This vendor does have a pro red dot sight that pairs really well with that loud vent break. This one has a 18% critical hit damage, 2 accuracy, and 3 chance. We're 1 off the max critical hit damage here, but that's okay. This still works out really well if you don't have anything like it just yet. That's everything for Camp Clinton, so we're going to head over to the Cavern. Okay guys, this one's going to be the absolute cherry on top this week, even higher than that lightweight M4. This vendor does have a damage to elite mod at 4% over 200. So we're at 207 stamina, 4% damage to elites. If you guys bought the ones that were for sale a couple months ago, they were, I think, they were either 204 or 205% on 4% damage to elites. So you guys are still able to make an upgrade here if those are the ones that you bought. If you didn't buy any, make sure that you guys buy these for your current character, any existing characters, and any potentially new characters. These are very rare, very, very rare to obtain. Make sure you guys pick these up. And the best part is that's not even our only damage to elites option this week. So we will get there shortly. Our next vendor, though, is going to be over at the Ward Safe House, over here on the bottom right side of the map. Alright, I made it over here to the Ward. This vendor does have a performance mod for us this week at 4% sticky bomb damage mod. This one is recommended this week, especially for any kind of tactician players who are going to be participating in the ambush GE. Like I said, tactician builds are going to be really strong for this GE. Make sure you guys pick these up because they do work for your sticky builds as well. Our next vendor is going to be over at the Grindhouse. Alright, we made it over here to the Grindhouse. This vendor has an extended magazine for us this week at 118.5 mag size, reload speed, and rate of fire. These are really good attributes to have on an extended magazine. We are just a little bit off of the maximum percentage of the magazine size, but you guys, this doesn't really make a difference. If at most it makes a difference of maybe 1 bullet, it's a very small percentage of a difference. It's not enough to make an impact. So if you guys don't have like really good extended magazines, this is a really good place to start. Our next vendor is going to be up here at the Firewall. Alright, we made it over here to the Firewall. This is our other damage to elite mod this week. It is on firearms. It's 202. With 3% damage to elites. Unfortunately, we did not get extremely lucky with 4% multiple times. However, this is still an upgrade. I ended up upgrading all of my firearm damage to elite mods to this one because all of mine were like 199. So I was able to make an upgrade across all of my characters. I bought both of the damage to elite mods this week, and I'm highly recommending that you do as well. Our next vendor is going to be East 46th Street. This is our first Dark Zone checkpoint. I am mainly recommending this one because the loud vent break is an option to you guys, but if you guys prefer suppressors on your builds, this is also a really good option. We have 19% critical hit damage, 2% accuracy, and 5.5 headshot damage. In this case, we're missing the critical hit chance, and that is instead replaced with accuracy. So if you guys prefer the reduced threat over the increased threat, you guys could go with this option, but just keep in mind that it is going to be Dark Zone credits. It's only about 24k, but that is still expensive for the Dark Zone. So make sure you guys consider it carefully. In my opinion, I would just go with the one that's inside the base of ops. Now we're heading down to East 42nd. Alright, we made it to East 42nd Street. This vendor's selling a stamina mod on 260 with 3% skill haste. These work out really well with D3 builds if you guys want to throw some stuff on your shield to go all towards skill haste. I would honestly recommend crafting them instead if you have the materials, but if you don't, you can buy these for Dark Zone credits. It is a really good mod to have. Our next vendor is going to be DZ03 Saferoom, so I'm going to head over there and then I'll meet you guys there. Alright, I've made it to the DZ03 Saferoom. This weapon's going to be a little bit niche, but I just wanted to throw it out here that it is really good rolls if you guys want it. It is a military AK-47 with focus, commanding, and determined. This is for like the tack link method. You could also use this with a blue link if you want to. You can just roll off focus for something like destructive, and I think that would work out really well. Works out perfect for like striker builds. You would just have the AK instead of a lightweight M4 if you're okay with that lower rate of fire. It's completely up to you. I just want to let you guys know that this is an option this week. Our next vendor is going to be right here at West 46th Street. This vendor has a performance mod for us this week. We do have 5% ballistic shield damage resilience. Highly recommend these for any kind of defense builds. However, if you don't plan to make D3 anytime soon, you could wait to buy these until they're for sale inside the light zone. We do get them a decent amount. That is going to be everything for this week's vendor reset. I'm hoping that you guys enjoyed what's here this week. Make sure you guys pick up those damage to elite mods. They are highly recommended by pretty much the majority of the player base. So if you're newer and you don't really understand how to build just yet, I promise you, just trust me, buy those mods. They are going to be worthwhile later. In the meantime, hopefully there's some other items that you guys picked up. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. I will talk to you later.